You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
I've been telling you about BetterCreditCards.com for a few years now. I'd love for you to take a few minutes today to check out the website. Who knows? You might find a better credit card, one that offers a better rate, or a credit card that offers cash back, airline miles, or other points and perks that can help you. Check it out now.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to BetterCreditCards.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit right now with Jayson Avocado Acevedo, and he is a very funny comic. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. They call me avocado because I'm clearly not a healthy fat, but white people can find my information very quickly, so that's why I'm here.
I love that. I was just looking at your website because I asked Acevedo, right? Acevedo, and then I saw it said avocado. I was very confused. I'm like, what? What the heck? So,
you nailed it, baby. I'm the opposite of your last name. I'm big. You're small, so that's how that works.
Well, I love this, and it says on here that you're also a musician, musical stand-up comedy. I love that.
Yes. What a perfect segue. God, I love radio. My thing is I just released my first ever hour-long comedy special. And that's the layman's way of saying it. The more complicated, artsy-fartsy way of saying it is I released my 1-hour improvised musical stand-up comedy experience. That's for all the NPR listeners out there. And if we're not funded by them, then whatever the local thing is there, congratulations. But my thing is, it's an hour-long improvised stand-up comedy experience, musical stand-up comedy experience. If you want to have a good time, if you like jazz and if you like comedy, then both those things are combined. You know why? Because timing, rhythm, and improvisation are all present. And the one thing that also ties them together, besides heroin, is if jazz is cool if you make it your own, right? Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people are doing covers, but I'm doing me, baby. So if you want to watch that, watch Lonely Wit at Jayson Avocado. That's Jayson. I'm going to say that again because people love misspelling it. Jayson Avocado, AVOCADO. There's an A in guac, but there's also an A at the end of avocado.com.
I love it. And I see a button right here. Watch Lonely Wit free. I know what I'm doing as soon as we get done talking. I'll be watching this. I'm excited for it. So
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
We were talking. You just celebrated a birthday. How old did you just turn?
I am 30, baby.
Nice. 30 years young. And you're going to come to Sioux Falls, and you're going to be celebrating with us here for Snow Jam Comedy Festival. Have you been to Sioux Falls before?
Oh, my God. Absolutely not. I'm really looking forward to it. We got snow over here in Chicago, and wherever I go, I Chicago. So wherever the snow is, I guess I will follow it. So I'm ready for that.
It's January 18, 19, 20, and 21. For folks that don't have tickets yet, get them now. SnowJamComedyFest.com. SNOJAM. SnowJamComedyFest.com. And you're going to see a bunch of very funny comedians, just like Jayson that we're talking to now. And again, you do musical stand-up comedy. Will you be doing that here, or will you be doing just stand-up comedy here?
Yes and no, but you know what? Just as I promote myself as an experience, it's going to be your job, the audience, to come on out and find out what kind of experience we're both going to have that evening.
Nice. Well, and have you done many comedy festivals, Jayson? Do you get out and do a lot of these?
Oh, yeah. Well, just to make it very clear, I've been doing stand-up since I was 16. You do the math. I'm 30, so that's 13 years now. Yeah. No big deal. I'm my own manager. I've performed in 5 countries, 2 languages, and he's handsome as can be, and every woman wants to know what his hair care routine is. It's very simple. Avocado oil. That's not a joke. It works. But I want everybody to know that I'm looking forward to having a good time in Sioux Falls. I got family in North Dakota for some reason, and then they'll try to make their way out to that as well. But music, I've been doing music since I was a kid. I was backseat karaoke from the day that I was out the womb.
Nice.
If anything, shout out to my sister Evelyn, shout out to my nephews Liam and Sebastian, and shout out to my brother-in-law Sal. Shout out to my cousins Giselle, Kevin, and my cousin-in-law Andre. They're beautiful kids, Elias. and Sebastian, they all quickly make me realize every single time that I see them that, hey, maybe you should do music instead of comedy because that's way better. But you know what? Thankfully, I'm blessed with the ability to do both. I actually have music coming out in the new year under the artist name Floyd the Voyage.
Oh.
And it just rolls off the tongue, kind of like a vegetable when I try that, but it's going to be a wonderful time. I got music coming out. I do music in my act. And just to let everybody know, the perfect way to describe my set is I do everything that I know I can as an artist, as a performer, as a comedian, all in one set, and I still leave you wanting more.
There you go. Well, I am excited to see you in Sioux Falls, and we are hanging out when you get here, just so you know. Whether you want to or not, it might be a kidnapping situation, but we're hanging out when you're here.
You already know, John. You already know, John. And you know what? Kidnap me, because for some reason, I'm into that.
I'm excited for it. It's going to be fun. Again, I'm watching Lonely Wit as soon as we get done, and you can grill me on it when you get here. Make sure I watched it. I'm telling you, I will watch it.
I appreciate that. You know what? Do what everybody else does. Give me notes, and I'll put them in the filing cabinet, the recycling bin. So thank you so much for that.
Again, Jayson is one of the many funny comics. He'll be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota for Snow Jam Comedy Festival. All of the details, and you can still get tickets for some of the shows. If you wait too long, they're going to be sold out. So get them now. SnowJamComedyFest.com. Again, Snowjam, SNOJAM, SnowJamComedyFest.com.
Insurance. It's important to have insurance, but it's more important to have the right insurance. After all, if you're not covered, it's like not even having insurance. Make sure you're covered for whatever claim might come your way with InsuranceChicken.com, helping you peck out great insurance deals in your area. You need insurance on your car anyway. Why not get great rates for great insurance from InsuranceChicken.com? That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday. Excited to visit right now with Alisha Rayne. She is going to be hosting a comedy show on Monday, and I'm excited. This comedy showcase, you've got people coming all the way from England for this one, don't you?
You're absolutely right, John, and thank you again for having me on the show. We have the hilarious George Rigdon all the way from England. He's going to be traveling all around the Midwest, and we've got him at Lucky's Bar on Monday, January 15th, and that's normally an open mic, so we're still going to have an open mic, but it's going to be after the show, so you're going to get two shows basically for the price of one. So
I think that's really cool. And this show, this comedy showcase, you've got quite a few folks, because in addition to George coming all the way from England, you got a couple other folks on there too, don't you?
Yep, I sure do. I think it's pronounced Quanyas Berry. He's from Omaha area, and he's highly recommended by everyone who's worked with them out of Omaha, and then he's performed in Watertown and other places. So he's highly traveled throughout the area, and everyone loves him. And then I have local favorite Hannah Marie. She is so funny and so adorable. So it's going to be an awesome show.
And it's hosted.
And I will be hosting.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't forget, hosted by Alisha Rayne as well.
Yep, I'll be hosting that, and then I'll be hosting the open mic after. And so, yep, if you have 5 minutes of comedy material or you're a musician, we have the open mic after, so it's going to be awesome.
And that's really fun. I try to make it to as many of those as I can, and sadly, lately, I haven't made it to nearly as many as I would like to, but every time I go, I have so much fun. Even if I don't get up and tell a joke, I still have fun because everybody there is a lot of the time trying new material, and it's maybe a little different than what you're going to see at a comedy showcase, but I love that because then you get to see, it's kind of like raw, unfiltered, fun comedy. I love that.
Yep. New jokes, new material. I definitely am, working stuff out. But it's actually a really good opportunity to see people who may make it big in the future. Yeah. We don't know. This is a pretty awesome scene, and we try to be a baseline for people to jump off into success.
Exactly.
So it's going to be good.
It is going to be good. And again, this is coming up this coming Monday, the 15th of January. And I was telling you ahead of time, we've talked to like 1 billion comics lately because everybody's coming to town for Snow Jam. This is before Snow Jam. This is like 2 or 3 days before. So this is like the pre-Snow Jam party, really. That's kind of what we could call it, right?
Exactly. I will be on Snow Jam as well. So you'll have 2 opportunities to see me. If you can't come to the Thursday Snow Jam show, definitely come down for this Monday Buzzline Comedy Showcase. It's going to be so much fun. And like I said, all 3 of these comedians are hilarious and amazing.
And so is the host. It's going to be a really good time. Alisha, thank you for your time, and thank you for all the time and effort you put into not only this show, but so many shows and doing what you're doing to keep comedy alive in Sioux Falls. I think it's amazing.
Thank you so much, John. I appreciate all the nice things. So.
Well, we will see you on the 15th. And again, the Comedy Showcase is coming up this coming Monday. It's January 15th, 8 p.m. It's just $10 to get in. If you'd like tickets, we've got a link to this on the Facebook page for Sioux Falls Comedy. But I'll share one right now as well at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
What could you do with an extra $129 a month? In this economy, every penny counts. So an extra $129 each month would absolutely help. Well, 97% of us have a cell phone, and the average person pays $144 a month. Mint Mobile can help you save a mint. At just $15 a month, that's an average savings of $129 each month. It's time for a Mintervention. Switch and save today. Get this special offer at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, January 11th, 1878, that we had some pretty bad weather in the area. One of the earliest and most influential citizens of Sioux Falls, Charles K. Howard, relates a story about being trapped in a storm for 3 days. That was this week in 1878. The National Weather Service also picked out January 11th, 1975 as the worst recorded blizzard in our history. Although the 70-mile-per-hour winds are not the strongest winds we've ever seen, and the 7 inches of snow certainly not the deepest we've ever walked through, or the freezing negative 70-degree Arctic winds the coldest we've felt. But when you put all 3 of those together for about 20 hours straight, you had one terrible storm on this date in 1975. And it was a horrible day on the prairie back in 1878. We're hoping for much better weather today. This Day in Sioux Falls History has been brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3.
Invite your friends and family over to make memories with a fun game night. VerySpecialGames.com has 5 fun games that will help everyone have a blast. Games like Ransom Notes, the ridiculous word magnet game, Abduction, a weirdly strategic game of duck kidnapping, Vins with Benefits, the hilarious Venn diagram game, Puns of Anarchy, the outrageous pun-making game, and Charty Party, the game of absurdly funny charts. Find these fun games and more at VerySpecialGames.com. That's VerySpecialGames.com.